season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ball State's offense who will have the football first. The dangerous wide receiver, Jabari Smith. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You could still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's caught. It's Hamilton. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. Push down for the tackle.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. The tag. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside, it's Horton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He unleashes a long one. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Cardinals will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive at their own 48. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Here's a little room there. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it first and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Rides the back and leaves it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try and play action. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Maybe a crease. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Quarterback keeper. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Ward. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down for the offense.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Texas State Bobcats.
The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Ohio State's head coach coming out of the locker room. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. He now has 84 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. Could be an alley. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Handoff to the lone back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He now has 108 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter, we wrap it up with a sack. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Bulldozes his way through. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go right back to the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead punt.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Blue 22, blue 22. Come on. Go, go. Off the RPO, complete. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he basically willed that thing over the crossbar, just barely, just inside the upright too. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down coming up. They'll go to the counter. Sweet cut there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in